So I guess Jalen's not playing. If you guys haven't seen the news, Jalen Hurts is being ruled out for Saturday's game, which is good for the Cowboys, though. We should be back and ready to go, fully healthy for that matchup versus the Eagles. We need to win this game if we want to win the division. That's sort of the breaking news out of the NFL out of this week, is that Jalen Hurts isn't going to play this week. Hopefully he doesn't. I mean, I don't really know if he will or not, but it's looking not very likely for Jalen to play this week against the Cowboys, which helps the Cowboys majorly by winning the division if they want to win the division. Anyway, what is up, guys? Welcome back to another video. Welcome back to the Sports Lovers. My name is Grant Sullivan. I am one of the co-hosts here on the channel. In today's video, we're going to be going over some free agency, MLB free agent updates, talking about some of the big signings over the week, this past week, some of the top headlines in MLB. And we got a little soccer preview as well. We're going to talk about some of the big leagues as club soccer kicks back up on tomorrow, starting off with Man City and Liverpool. Biggest rivalry game for us as well. We need to win that game for the EFL as well. That is our matchup there. So we'll preview that matchup and talk about a lot. But first, if you guys are new to the channel, be sure to drop a like and subscribe if you guys want to stay up to date on all the latest sports news around the leagues. Alright, so one of the top headlines is, obviously, if you guys didn't see Jalen Hurts, that's not really MLB, but it is a major headline in the sports news right now, which doesn't help his case for MVP at all. Jalen Hurts hasn't been ruled out yet, but it's looking very likely that he won't play on Saturday versus the Cowboys in a primetime game. So it doesn't help his chance for MVP at all. Looks like Patrick Mahomes will win it again. Another news is Andrew Benintendi. If you guys didn't see, he has signed with the White Sox. He has signed a 5-year, $75 million deal with the Chicago White Sox. That is an incredible amount of money for him. Congratulations to Andrew Benintendi. Up next, we do have Justin Turner. If you guys didn't see, Justin Turner signed a 1-year deal with the Red Sox, or a 2-year deal rather, with the Red Sox for $22 million. He is a Red Sox now. The Dodgers have lost some of their pieces, losing Bellinger, losing Justin Turner. Hopefully the Braves can keep up with the Dodgers as well, but I just don't see them two powerhouses being powerhouses anymore because of the way that everybody else is signing. The Mets have splashed this offseason. We'll get to that later in the video. But the Mets have also made a huge splash this offseason. And a lot of other teams in the National League are also coming out and getting big players to help with them on their rosters as well. So I just don't see the Braves and the Dodgers being that good of a dominant force. But maybe I'm wrong. Maybe they'll still be one of the top forces in the league like they usually are. Hopefully it's down to them too in the NLCS again. That's been sort of the running trend these last couple of years. So moving on to the next news is that J.D. Martinez has signed a 1-year deal with the Dodgers. It is for $10 million. It includes a player option for 2024 as well. J.D. Martinez used to play for the Red Sox, so the Red Sox got Justin Turner, I assume. He's coming back on a 1-year deal with the Dodgers, which again adds to that Dodgers roster that's already great. But we still haven't gotten any news on Bellinger. Justin Turner's leaving, so I mean, what could the Dodgers rotation be like as well? We don't know, because obviously they've lost some of their good pitchers as well. They need to sign some new pitchers, so the Dodgers rotation doesn't look that great as well. Maybe the Dodgers won't be as big of a threat as they normally have, but I still predict them to take the National League West just because of that division. But it is getting more competitive now. We'll talk about that in a minute. If you guys didn't see the breaking news, as of 5 a.m. this morning, apparently, the New York Mets have signed Carlos Correa to a 12-year deal, 1 year short of the 13-year deal with the Giants. Carlos Correa is going to make bank with the Mets. The Mets are going to be one of the threats this year, I assume, as they have always been. The National League East was a great race to watch this past year for postseason terms. Both teams got in, but the Braves won, obviously. That means that they are better than the Mets. But they've signed Verlander. They've signed Carlos Correa. They've re-signed some other people. They've also got this guy from the Phillies coming in. So, I mean, the Mets are going to be a huge threat to the Braves in the National League East. I expect them to take the #1 seed as well. Hopefully they don't, but I do expect the Mets to take the #1 seed just because they've gotten better pitching, they've gotten better infield and outfield, and they just struck a star deal with Carlos Correa as well, as you just saw there. So there is some breaking news out of New York. They are also signing Carlos Correa for 12 years. Long time for Carlos Correa as well. And lastly, we have some Michael Brantley news as well. Michael Brantley returns to the Stros, my second team, on a 1-year, $12 million deal for the Astros. He is coming back to help the roster again. Houston, I don't think, will be a big threat in the American League as well. I think the Yankees will win the American League this year because they just re-signed Aaron Judge. They've been adding some pieces to their roster as well. And the Yankees, they've got Aaron Judge. He's one of the best to ever do it. He just beat Babe Ruth's home run record. So, I mean, he's got star talent. The Yankees have star talent, but we have star talent as well in the American League. We've also got some rookies as well. And lastly, I do want to close on a thank you to Dansby and a thank you to William Contreras. We hope that Dansby Swanson has a great career with Chicago. He has signed a 7-year, $177 million deal with the Cubs. Obviously, Dansby, he was a big part of Atlanta these last 2 seasons, helped us win the World Series. Obviously, he's the hometown kid as well. Sad to see Dansby go, but Dansby, I hope you continue your career in Chicago, and I hope that you have a great career in Chicago as well. Hopefully, we'll play each other in the playoffs. That'd be a good series to go to as well. And I want to thank William Contreras as well. I know his walkout song was the trumpet song, Narco. So he was just one of the fun kids to be around in Atlanta. He has signed a deal with the Brewers on a 3-team deal. The Braves also got Sean Murphy, a catcher from the A's, added to that roster as well. So thank you to them too for the Braves as well, helping the Braves win that 2021 World Series. Thank you to all of them. And yeah, that's all I've got for MLB news. But moving on to some soccer preview. Obviously, the Premier League club soccer is starting back up. The Premier League starts back up next week. And we do have the EFL Championship, which we will play Liverpool, Man City versus Liverpool tomorrow at 2 o'clock. Going to be a heck of a game to watch. But I think we are going to win the Premier League as well. I think Arsenal doesn't really stand a chance anymore. As to why, I just don't know. I have this feeling that City is going to do what City does best in this late part of the year. They're going to thrive, and I think that Arsenal is going to go down, and City is going to win the Premier League. Calling it right now, City will win the Premier League. But that is all I have for some MLB news and club soccer preview. Let me know what you guys think about this video in the comments down below. Don't forget to like the video and subscribe if you guys want to stay up to date on all the latest sports news. And we will be doing a live stream Saturday. Hopefully, we'll try to get a live stream out. It is Christmas, but I just don't see it happening. So, no live stream next week. We will be back the week after, though, to talk about all the news. Thank you all so much for watching, and like and subscribe. And let me know what you guys thought of this video in the comments down below. What MLB headlines do you think are better than these? And if there are any more MLB headlines, let me know in the comments down below. Thank you all so much for watching, and peace.